Well, with 100 days to go until the big vote, the political leaders are dominating the airwaves. But it's the grassroots foot soldiers who are in combat at street level. STV's political reporter Carole Erskine joined both camps to see how the ground war is being fought.
I really want independence for Scotland.
I genuinely believe that Scotland's best interest is being as part of the United Kingdom.
The centre of our campaign is our volunteers and activists.
We've got 250 groups around the country. They've delivered, I think, 4.5 million leaflets.
They are the lifeblood of both sides in the referendum debate, flying the flag for Yes Scotland and Better Together. The grassroots support are leading the fight for your vote on September the 18th.
Just trying to deliver a few leaflets about the referendum. Would you mind letting us in, please?
My name's Kaylee. I'm actually a volunteer from the Yes Scotland campaign.
My name's Braden. I'm calling on behalf of Better Together, the campaign.
Sarah, I'm just calling from the Independence campaign.
Traditional methods of campaigning are being used by both sides, along with the revival of town hall meetings and individuals setting up their own groups and events to push their message. We followed both sides to see how support is being garnered.
One of the reasons I'm campaigning for a yes vote isn't just for independence per se.
Neil Hay runs his own business in Edinburgh, but increasingly his time's spent organising events for Yes Scotland. He returned from living in Spain to fight for independence.
This is an entirely different campaign than we've ever had before. Every one of the people that are in here can volunteer, can go out there. They are the people who take the message out. When it gets muddled and fuddled with politicians, that's where it gets bogged down. But the real day-to-day issues are discussed on the doorsteps by just normal, run-of-the-mill people like me.
Across the city, and solicitor Katrina Headley gives up her spare time for Better Together, volunteering for phone canvassing and street stalls. Her ambition to be a Labour MSP in the future.
I really didn't want to wake up on the 19th of September and wish I'd done more. And that has been sort of a bit of a driving force for me, and I know that it's a driving force for a lot of people who come out. They really want to do their bit. Sometimes they've never been most of the people I've met in terms of activists have never been involved in politics before. I hadn't been involved in politics before this campaign.
This is hard and often demanding work for both sides, and speaking to the public isn't without its problems for both volunteers and politicians.
You can't beat the Tories in England. Why don't you admit it? Be honest for once. Yous are already behind down south. Yous are behind and you can't beat them. Be honest. We are not wanting another 5 year of Tories, and that's what you're going to give us.
I'm actually a volunteer from the Yes Scotland campaign. We're doing a really quick survey on the independent. Oh, we actually take the numbers from the electoral roll, so it's not on the list. Okay, that's fine, not a problem. Thanks for your time.
When it comes to the ground war, Yes Scotland have 10,000 registered volunteers and say they're trying to reach everyone with their message. Better Together insist they're offering voters the best of both worlds and say they're focused on firming up their support and reaching those who haven't yet made up their mind.
We're speaking to everybody. There's very few people who are not open to a yes. And so if we can move people from being no to undecided and then from undecided to yes, we're determined to do that for as many people as possible.
We use quite sophisticated data to try to determine which doors we should be going to and who are the voters who've yet to make up their mind, because there could be about 1 million voters out there who still to make this big decision.
Thousands of volunteers will continue the campaigning until the referendum, including a section of the electorate that don't usually engage with politics. But after September the 18th, can this revival of activism and political engagement continue?